let's talk about the Premiership and its role in the World Cup. This is from Gar Baxter. How much of an impact over the rest of the season will England's World Cup campaign have on Saracens' attempt to retain the Premiership and European Cup? Before I ask you about that, Ugo, could you just kind of explain how it might affect a team, not just Saracens? It's not just about guys missing now. It's about resting players and how often you can use them. And Alex will get your view on how Saracens will deal with it.
It's going to be really tough. But the one thing I know about this club is that they're a very intelligent club. They know how to manage their players better than most, actually. And that's on and off the pitch, away from rugby as well as within rugby. And I think the one thing that the Saracens team are now trying to identify and trying to promote is that youth. So you see someone like a Vunipola who gets game time. You've seen Ben Al really kind of come into his own the last couple of weeks. And what that's going to allow is a bit of breathing space for the superstars to come back. Because
so on a practical level, they have to be rested, though, don't they?
Have to be rested. And because these guys are operating and playing so well right now, is actually going to give the coaches confidence that they can actually go out and affect their game plan. The one thing these World Cup players aren't going to be able to do this year is play week in, week out. After being in camp under Eddie Jones for the last 4 months, the intensity of a World Cup and then a Six Nations on top of it is not. If Saracens are to retain the title this season, it's not going to be down to their superstar players. I think superstars end up winning you the final. Your club players get you to that final, especially in a year like today.
So that's the situation.
This year.
That's how it works. How are you going to work around that, Alex?
I couldn't say it better than what you said there, Hugues. You were spot on. You know, it's a rotational system. They're only allowed to play 7 games of the regular Premiership season, if you're including all the finals and all the European Cup games. So you've really got to rotate your class players in and out. We don't want to rotate all 7 out for one game. Obviously, you'll keep 3 or 4 in there as a leadership, as a spine, and you'll look to work some of your younger players, your Ben Earls and your Rotty Seaguns and your Max Mellins, all these young lads who have got a really bright future. You put them in with these best players, and hopefully they'll grow. They will grow. And attain the levels of performance that we've expected from some of our more senior internationals. You've got to ask yourself, is it better to have a really fresh, a really hungry, good young player than it is a slightly tired, demotivated international who's come on the back of a massive campaign 5 months away under Eddie Jones? It's huge, isn't it?
Yeah,